Have you ever wondered how someone can go to bed feeling perfectly fine and never wake up again? It sounds frightening, I know, but it happens more often than we realize, especially to seniors over the age of 70. Just imagine this. A man in his early 70s goes about his day like any other. He eats dinner with his family, chats a bit, watches his favorite show, and then heads to bed, expecting to wake up the next morning. But that morning never comes. His family is devastated. No major illnesses, no signs of trouble the night before, just a peaceful sleep that turned into a permanent one. What went wrong? The truth is, as we get older, our bodies respond differently to the choices we make, especially the choices we make before bedtime. Certain habits that might have seemed harmless when we were younger can quietly set the stage for serious health risks like strokes, heart attacks, or sudden death during sleep. And the worst part is, most seniors don't even know they're making these mistakes. That's why in this video, we're diving deep into 4 common nighttime habits that you absolutely need to avoid if you're over 70. These are small things you might do every single day without giving them a second thought. But together, they can have a massive impact on your health, your longevity, and your safety at night. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our growing community here at Senior Wisdom. This channel is dedicated to helping you live a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life, with practical tips and real solutions for seniors and their families. Your support not only helps you stay informed, but also helps us reach more people who need this information. So go ahead, subscribe now, and don't forget to click the bell icon so you'll never miss an important video. Now, let's get into it. The 4 bedtime mistakes you must avoid for better health, safer sleep, and a longer, happier life. Let's start with number 1, which is probably one of the most common yet overlooked habits: eating heavy meals late at night. Now, I know that for many of us, dinner is often the biggest meal of the day, and it might seem harmless to enjoy a good meal, especially if you're relaxing with family or watching TV. Maybe you've been doing this for years, and it never seemed to be a problem. But here's the thing. As we age, our digestive systems slow down significantly. The way your body processed food when you were 30 or 40 is not the same anymore. Your metabolism decreases, your stomach produces less acid, and the muscles in your digestive tract don't work as efficiently. This means that eating heavy, greasy, or rich foods late at night can cause food to sit in your stomach much longer than it should. And when that happens, your body has to work overtime to digest while you're trying to sleep. Instead of focusing on deep, restorative rest, your system is busy breaking down that big plate of pasta or that late-night burger. This leads to several dangerous problems. First, it can cause acid reflux or GERD, where stomach acid creeps up into your throat, leading to heartburn, coughing, or that choking sensation in the middle of the night. Over time, chronic acid reflux can weaken the muscles in your throat and even lead to aspiration pneumonia, which is a serious lung infection. And yes, it can be deadly for seniors. But that's not the only danger. Eating late can also cause spikes in blood sugar, especially if you're already dealing with diabetes or insulin resistance. Your body struggles to regulate blood glucose while you're lying down, and this increases your risk of sudden nighttime complications like heart attacks or strokes. Studies show that seniors who frequently eat heavy meals late at night are at higher risk of developing metabolic disorders that contribute to cardiovascular disease. So what's the solution? The best thing you can do is aim to finish your last main meal at least 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. That gives your body enough time to properly digest before you lie down. And if you get hungry before bed, which can happen, that's okay. Just choose something light, easy to digest, and healthy. A handful of almonds, a piece of fruit, or even a warm herbal tea can actually help promote better sleep without stressing your digestive system. Remember, this small adjustment alone could reduce your risk of sudden nighttime complications by a significant amount. Now, let's move on to the second habit you should avoid after 70: drinking too much liquid before bed. Now don't get me wrong, hydration is absolutely essential, especially for seniors. But when you drink large amounts of liquid late in the evening, you increase your risk of several very real dangers. I want you to picture this. It's 2 a.m. You suddenly wake up because your bladder is full, and you need to rush to the bathroom. You swing your legs over the bed, you try to stand, but your body's not ready yet. Your blood pressure hasn't adjusted. This sudden movement can lead to something called postural hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure when you go from lying down to standing. And you know what that can cause? Dizziness, lightheadedness, fainting. And for seniors, especially those with weaker bones or mobility issues, that fainting can turn into a devastating fall. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury and even death in seniors. A simple midnight trip to the bathroom could result in broken bones, head injuries, or worse. But that's not the only concern here. Waking up frequently during the night to use the bathroom, what we call nocturia, also severely disrupts your sleep cycle. Every time you wake up, your brain gets confused. It starts producing less melatonin, the hormone responsible for deep, healing sleep. Poor sleep weakens your immune system, raises your blood pressure, makes it harder to control your blood sugar, and over time, even accelerates cognitive decline. Studies have shown that seniors who consistently experience interrupted sleep have a much higher risk of developing dementia or memory problems later in life. So, how do you balance staying hydrated with protecting your sleep and safety? Here's a tip that works. Focus on drinking most of your fluids earlier in the day, especially between breakfast and late afternoon. Then, start tapering off as the evening approaches. If you do need something to drink in the evening, take small sips rather than large glasses. And be careful with hidden sources of liquids, soups, fruits like watermelon, or even medications with liquid components can all add up. By making this shift, you can dramatically improve your sleep quality and reduce your risk of nighttime accidents. And honestly, better sleep equals better health overall. All right, are you still with me? If you're finding this helpful, leave a comment below with the words "still watching" to let me know you're here and paying attention. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Go ahead and hit that button. It helps us help you. Now let's go to number 3, sleeping in a room that's too warm. Believe it or not, your bedroom temperature plays a critical role in how well and how safely you sleep. Many seniors tend to crank up the heat at night or bundle up under heavy blankets, thinking that staying warm is safer. But actually, keeping your bedroom too warm can quietly put your health at risk. Here's why. Your body naturally cools down when it's preparing for deep, restorative sleep. This drop in core temperature signals to your brain that it's time to produce more melatonin, helping you relax, recover, and heal. But if your room is too warm, this process gets disrupted. You stay in lighter stages of sleep and spend less time in the deep, healing stages that your body desperately needs. And there's more. Sleeping in an overheated room can keep your heart rate elevated, increase nighttime blood pressure, and raise your risk of cardiovascular events during sleep. This is especially important for seniors already dealing with high blood pressure, heart disease, or other circulatory problems. Ideally, you want your bedroom temperature somewhere between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. This cooler environment supports better circulation, healthier sleep cycles, and lower nighttime stress on your heart. To stay comfortable, try wearing breathable cotton sleepwear and use lighter blankets that you can layer instead of heavy ones that trap too much heat. Opening a window slightly or using a fan for air circulation can also help regulate temperature. Remember, a cool, well-ventilated room is one of the simplest ways to support heart health and improve the quality of your sleep at any age. Finally, let's talk about the 4th habit, and this is a big one, using screens before bed. Whether it's watching TV, scrolling on your phone, or reading on a tablet, screens have become a regular part of daily life. But the blue light emitted from these devices can seriously interfere with your sleep and overall health, especially for seniors. That blue light suppresses melatonin production, the very hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. So even if you do manage to drift off, your brain doesn't fully relax. And just like we talked about earlier, poor sleep quality leads to weakened immunity, higher blood pressure, increased blood sugar problems, and faster cognitive decline. Not only that, but spending too much time on screens before bed can also increase anxiety and restlessness. Instead of preparing your mind for peaceful sleep, your brain stays stimulated, alert, and sometimes even stressed. This is why many experts recommend what's called a digital sunset, turning off screens at least an hour before you plan to go to sleep. Instead, try reading a physical book, listening to calming music, or practicing light stretching or meditation. Creating a nighttime ritual that's calm, screen-free, and focused on winding down can transform your sleep and lower your risk of serious nighttime complications. So, let's recap. The 4 nighttime habits you need to avoid after 70 are eating heavy meals late, drinking too much liquid before bed, sleeping in an overly warm room, and using screens right before bedtime. Each of these small adjustments can dramatically lower your risk of serious health problems, protect your heart and brain, and help you wake up feeling stronger, more refreshed, and safer every single day. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to Senior Wisdom for more practical guidance on how to live well in your later years. And don't forget to share this with someone you love, because together we can help each other live longer, healthier, and happier lives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.